So what do you do if you want to start our course? Well, you're in Canvas and looking around, you know you're supposed to do assignments, so I suppose you could click on assignments. And it seems as if the software assignments come first, and then later on down here the book assignments, and so software assignments do come first, and you notice that software assignment 1A and software assignment 1B are both due July 2nd. At 11:59 p.m. So you're probably thinking, well, I'm going to get started on that. And so a thing to do would be to click on this software assignment 1A. And that takes you into MyMathLab in a strange way. You're inside of MyMathLab now, and you can do the software problems, and that is the subject of our next video. But before you work on problems, where did you learn what to do? Now, chapter 1 is review for some people, so some of you would know some of this without ever being seemingly taught this semester. But this is a lot like taking a math class and deciding to skip going to class and just work on the homework problems on your own. And that plan does not work for very many people. So what you could do instead of clicking on the software assignment is you could click on MyLab and Mastering. The first time we did this, you were registering for MyMathLab. Now, the second time you do it, it just takes you into MyMathLab. So we're inside of MyMathLab, and we could go to assignments if we wanted to. And we could see the software assignments here, and we could click on them and get into them just like before. But again, we would be working on the software assignments. I don't think I clicked carefully. Without actually attending class, without actually learning anything. And so probably there's a first step. And that first step is to make use of some of what you bought. The multimedia library is a very useful way for entering this. Chapter 1 is what assignments 1A and 1B are about. And so I'm going to choose chapter 1, all sections. I'm going to click on the textbook because there is a copy of the textbook in there, and videos because videos is how you go to class. Note when you click on Find Now, it puts it down below. And this is the textbook over here on the left. So if you wanted to read the textbook, which is kind of old-fashioned and generally frowned upon by almost everybody, you could actually open up the textbook, get an electronic copy here eventually. Eventually is a while, but we're on page 2, and we can go forwards and backwards to the different pages, and we can read, and we can expand the window, and we can see examples, and there's even a few places where you can click on some things, and so on and so forth. And so we could do that. But reading a textbook and then doing the problems and never encountering a teacher is a very difficult way to learn math. Almost nobody can do that. So over here under the videos, this is where you actually attend class. Please do not try to read or listen to all the videos. Most of these little tiny videos here, most of them that are not bold-faced, are included in the top one, or maybe not, but they're not very useful. It's the section video that's useful. So it doesn't say 1.1, but really this is the section video for 1.1, and this is the section video for 1.2, and this is the section video for 1.3. And these are like attending class. You are not listening to me. You're listening to an instructor that MyMathLab, the Pearson people, hired. And just to give you an example, a brief example, because a video of a video is a weird thing, I'll click on it and just get it started a little bit. So here you go, and you can pause it anytime you want. You can actually skip through it if it's review for you and you see that you understand this. You can sort of fast forward it. You're in control of this video lesson. And that's a useful thing.
Introduction to Algebra. Evaluating algebraic expressions. The essentials. To evaluate an algebraic expression, we substitute a number for each variable in the expression and calculate the result. This result is called the value of the expression. Example 1. Evaluate x plus y plus z for x equals 13.
So that's going to take about 14 minutes and 13 seconds of your life, but that's the lesson on section 1.1. You're taking a hybrid class where we don't meet in class, and this is attending class. And the reason I emphasize that is the students who skip that are taking a very big risk. Now, like I said, chapter 1 is a review for a lot of people, and it's possible some of you could sort of skimp a little bit on attending class by watching these videos, but boy, oh boy, that's a very bad plan if you're planning on surviving 6 weeks in the sense of surviving and learning the algebra you need to learn and getting a decent grade while you're at it. So most of these videos don't look at, but the bold-faced ones that are called section videos, you really should be listening to. That is where you learn. That is the key place that you learn.